I've been trying. That's the thing. I try to meditate. I try to be patient. I try to let things go. And then something happens, something small, and I'm right back where I started. The impatience, the worry, the same old loop. And I think, what's wrong with me? Why isn't this working? Am I even capable of changing? This is one of the most common things I hear from people who come to the practice later in life. Not a lack of sincerity, not laziness, a sense of failure in the face of genuine effort. Buddha had a response to this, and it begins with a question. What kind of effort are you making? This is the 6th video in our 8-part series on the Noble Eightfold Path. We've completed the wisdom bucket and the ethics bucket, and today we enter the final dimension, mental training, Samadhi. And we begin with the step that reframes everything, right effort. Most of us, when we hear the word effort, think of pushing harder, trying more, forcing the result. The Buddha taught something almost the complete opposite. He described 4 right efforts. The first, preventing unwholesome states from arising in the first place. Noticing when the conditions for resentment or fear or craving are beginning to gather before they take hold. The second, abandoning unwholesome states that have already arisen, not suppressing them and not fighting them, simply not feeding them, letting them run out of fuel. The third is cultivating wholesome states that are not yet present, deliberately turning the mind towards kindness or calm or clarity, even when it doesn't arise naturally. And the fourth, maintaining wholesome states that are already present, recognizing when the mind is at ease and choosing not to disturb it. Ajaan Geoff uses a beautiful image. He says right effort is like keeping a fire going, not a bonfire, a steady, sustainable fire. You tend it, you feed it what it needs. You don't smother it with too much wood, and you don't abandon it and let it go out. That is what effort looks like on the path, not a sprint, a tending. 3 practices for this week. Exercise 1, the what am I feeding check. Once each day this week, pause and ask, what am I feeding right now? Are you feeding worry by turning a problem over and over? Are you feeding resentment by rehearsing an old grievance? Or are you feeding something useful, patience or attention? Or simply quiet. You don't have to change anything in that moment. Just look. Seeing clearly what we're feeding is the beginning of choosing differently. Exercise 2. 5 minutes is enough. This week, if you skip your meditation, or you feel you can't face a full session, do 5 minutes. Just 5. Sit down, follow the breath. 5 minutes. Right effort is not about the heroic session. It's about the consistent return. A fire kept burning at low flame is worth more than a fire blazing one day and cold the next. 5 minutes every day is right effort. Don't let the perfect practice be the enemy of any practice at all. Exercise 3. Name and release. This week, choose one recurring mental pattern, a worry you return to, a resentment you replay, a criticism of yourself you've been running for decades. And each time it arises, simply name it. There's the worry. There's that old resentment. There's that voice again. Then return to the breath. Not fighting the thought, but not following it. Just naming it and withdrawing the fuel. This is what the Buddha meant by abandoning unwholesome states, not by force, by simply not feeding them anymore. You're not failing at practice. You are practicing. The return, again and again, to the intention, to the breath, to the path. That is the practice. Not the absence of distraction, not the unbroken calm. The return. Every time you come back, no matter how many times you've drifted, you are making right effort. The fire is still burning. Next week, we go deeper into mental training, right mindfulness, the heart of the path. I'll see you then. And make sure to subscribe to Later Life Peace, and we'll see you on the path.